are experts on adding fractions and mixed numbers. So our new topic is subtracting fractions. And guess what? In order to subtract fractions, you must make sure they have a blank or blank denominator. Do you know what goes in those blanks? Like or common. And this means their denominators are the same. Just like when we were adding fractions, we'll need to use that common denominator. So if you had 7/8 minus 5/8, the shortcut way is I can subtract my numerators. 7 minus 5 is 2, and keep my denominator the same, so that I'd end up with 2/8, also known, using the power of the equivalent fractions rule, as before. Okay, but let's consider it as 2/8 for now because that'll help in our models below. So we're going to prove the shortcut with visual model. If you had fraction pieces, each of these blue pieces is 1/8. Right? And you started with 7 of them. That was almost a whole, but not quite. And then highlighted in red is this 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take those away. What would be left? Well, you just have these little pieces, which are 2/8. We could also show this and prove this on the number line. My number line here goes from 0 all the way up to 1 whole, also known as 8/8. But in this case, we're starting at 7/8, so we put our finger there. We're moving backwards 5/8 on the number line. You see those hops all the way. Counting 5/8 backwards would land us at 2/8, our solution. So those were the visual models, but now you know the shortcut way that we can, I'll write it horizontally so it's a little easier to see. Right, shortcut way is that we're going to subtract our numerators. 7 minus 5 is 2. Keep our denominator the same to get 2/8. Let's look at this word problem. Ava's goal is to finish one historical fiction book by Friday. On Wednesday, she had finished 4/12 of the book. How much does she still need to read to reach her goal? What's the question asking here? How much does she still need to read to reach her goal? Check that off. Now, to fill in the whole box, we're going to look right after the fraction. It said she finished 4/12 of the book. So the whole is the book, or a book. A number model with unknown. Pause the video and see if you could come up with this. So I could think of 2 possible number models you might have come up with. Maybe you said 4/12 plus something would bring us to the whole book, right? One whole. Or perhaps you looked at it like this: 1 whole minus the 4/12 she already read is going to leave us with question mark, how much you still have to read. Either one is appropriate. When we go write it down here, instead of writing 1 whole, I'm going to consider a whole as 12/12. You agree that those are equal? 1 whole 12/12 minus 4/12 equals question mark. And we can now, the reason I converted that whole into 12/12 is now that we have a common denominator of 12, we can use our shortcut way. 12 minus 4 gives us 8, and our denominator stays the same, 12. So Ava still has 8/12 of the book left to go. So we made our plan, we solved, and we have to think, does my answer make sense? 8/12 of the book, that seems reasonable. So this is an example of how we can subtract fractions.